And
Yeah, what
Brother was
happened?
just on. He was just there. I didn't bring him in. I didn't. I should have brought. There you go. He's there now. I'm gonna bring him in. I'm gonna bring him in.
Peace. What's going on?
Peace and blessings,
Peace
brother.
and blessings, brother.
All right. All right. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good. You hear him, Ant?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear. What's going
Okay.
on, my brother?
Good.
Top of the morning.
Okay, on the beat.
Okay. So,
Indeed.
brother EB, success after lockdown. My
All right.
partner Anthony Cologne. Today we got the
Yeah.
brother Keenan Hudson in the building, man. We've been looking forward to this.
Yes,
Yes,
indeed.
sir.
Brother.
Indeed.
We appreciate you and your time. We appreciate your time, man. Taking out a little bit of time for us in the day.
Indeed. Same here. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we spoke a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
but we caught you through our producer. He seen you on LinkedIn. So I started tapping in to see what you was talking about. Because like I was telling you earlier, we deal with nothing but positivity on this platform. We like to big up and highlight those men and women that's making a difference in our community and society as a whole.
Absolutely.
So once we seen you and I heard you speaking, I knew you was the brother to get in contact with. I said we got to get in contact with this brother.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Doing big things, man.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So recognize this real and giving back.
Yes, sir. Yes, indeed.
So my partner stay on the move. He on the move right now. He out in Florida. You know.
Okay. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Running up north.
I've been on the road for 3 weeks though. So I just got back the day before yesterday, man. You know, just lost my mom. So when Eric told me he had you on the show for this morning, I got a lot of things going on, but I wanted to be on part of this conversation because I think it's inspiring and uplifting to be around and talk to brothers, you know, who no matter what, that's a bigger purpose in life that got to be served. And, you know, God called me to do something. And even though I'm grieving and going through what I got going on, the message has always got to be delivered out there. And that's, you know, we do what we do to help put a positive message out there to the brothers and sisters who are out there struggling, you know. And that's why I'm on. So excuse my, you know, driving.
Yeah, I feel like I'm driving with him.
Gotcha. Totally understandable.
Yeah, you went on mute too. Okay, I hear you now. I think. Wow, you went back on. I don't know. We can't hear you. But it's all good though, Keenan. We we definitely look forward to this. And we you know, this is like I said, this is just an introduction to what we're doing. And we would definitely love to have you back on, man, in the studio.
Yeah.
Talking, man, with us talking and just vibing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you could just start with, you know, where you from, how you grew up, you know, where you grew up at.
No doubt. Absolute. Yeah, so I come from the city of Philadelphia. I'm quite sure everybody know it is brotherly love. I don't think he said he's not hearing us.
Yeah,
can he ask?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get him.
Okay. Do you want me to continue or want me to wait for it?
Yeah, you could continue because we recording, man. So it's all good. He'll come in. He'll make
definitely. Yeah, come from the city of Philadelphia. You know, a lot of people know it as brotherly love, but you know, ain't too much love here. But nonetheless, you know, come through, you know, streets just like any ordinary person. You know what I'm saying? Came up through poverty. However, you know, single parent household. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you know, problematic childhood, ADHD, kicked out of schools, things like that. was a typical, male in the city of Philadelphia. So of course, going through so much in life, eventually my mom got diagnosed with cancer, which, was really devastating, especially from her being like the family nucleus to everybody, it was very devastating to me being a mama's boy, losing her at 13, me just going into high school. It was like that, like the world was ending, you know what I'm saying? So I started turning to more of the streets, wanting to smoke weed, and dibble like with the drugs and stuff like that. But, I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? So soon but not shortly, right after, her passing, I wound up getting arrested, being certified as an adult, 15 years old. I got involved, I was involved in a robbery homicide, you know what I'm saying, with a bunch of kids, you know what I mean? And, we didn't know how severe, that type of crime was. We were just kids just trying to come up on a little lick, just doing kid stuff, teenage stuff, but just so happened that robbery turned fatal that night. You see what I'm saying? There was nothing that was planned. We just planned to carry out a robbery, get money, and take the car, whatever the case may be, but it turned fatal. So, long story short, which wound up costing me, you know what I'm saying, nearly 15 years of my life in prison. You know what I'm saying? Certified as I was certified as an adult, but here it is. I was only a juvenile. I was only 15 years old, barely 15. You know what I'm saying? So throughout my incarceration, so at the beginning, of course, was a little knucklehead. Did little stupid stuff, got in fights, stuff like that. But it wasn't until when I was sentenced and sent upstate, where all his pouring coattails, like, yo, you got a good head on your shoulders. I don't know what it was. They always used to say that, you know what I mean? Like they say, you're not a dummy. You're not a dummy like a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I was better than anybody, but that's just how they viewed it. It was like, look, you can't be running through this joint, you know what I'm saying? Like with no, thought process going on. Like you got to be prepared because you got another chance to go home. You know what I mean? Like here it was, I could have been sentenced to life. I could have been sentenced to death. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, thank God I had an attorney, that was provided, you know what I'm saying, by family and things like that. But even going through that process, it showed me, a lot of who your real friends are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be rocking with somebody for the longest. But as soon as a case drops, something happened, next thing you know, they pointing the finger at you. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, like that. I thought we was riding with the street code and all this, that, and the third. But then you come to realize it ain't no such thing as no street code.
Ain't no such
thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I always speak, I talk to, well, let me stay on the story. But like even what I share to this day, with a lot of youth, I tell them, say, ain't no street code. You better stop while you ahead. Don't let these cats fool you, act like they're gangsters because they'll fold on you. But long story short, so through that process of me going through that in prison, I learned, I started getting into like different trade schools, started learning different skill sets. I got into the culinary arts, got into the money management, got into the business education, dealing with Microsoft Excel, Word, PowerPoint, all these different things, which they said that was going to be beneficial for the future. I mean, I really didn't see of how it would be of benefit, but I'm glad I took it because it is of benefit. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
It was one of those things where it's like that. You took heed right, correctly, because this stuff, the very things that I've learned, I'm actually utilizing to this day.
Absolutely.
So going through that, spending, like I said, actually exact total 13 years straight in prison, came up for parole. Of course, usually they give you a hit. Now, this was back in 2016. Okay. Usually they give you a hit with certain crime, like if you got a homicide and things like that, usually they give you a hit. But I was able to get out in the first try. You know what I'm saying? First shot,
nice.
Hit the ground running. So the thing is, there was a mentor that I had, that was living on the outside. He was actually a pastor, actually named Alex Velasquez. And he was, so he was actually able to spot me 10,000, right? Absolutely. He spotted me 10,000, but that whole 10,000 went to a basement efficiency. You know what I mean? So this basement efficiency, of course, it prevented me from having to go to a halfway house, things like that. But it was something. You know what I'm saying? I had a job, started a job. I worked at the daycare. I was working at a daycare, literally being security and the maintenance man there. You know what I mean? So from there, I had to learn life. Like I was learning life and trying to understand what was going on because I never lived life before. You dig what I'm saying? Like I didn't know how to pay a bill. I didn't know how to leverage credit. I didn't know what it was to file taxes. I didn't know what it was to, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Different fundamentals of life. Here it was. So I started progressing, and then I said, I was thinking about, I had books that were written already, right?
Right.
But it wasn't a memoir. So I was thinking, like, why would I launch these books if the people don't know who I am? Now, there was a lot of people that knew who I was, but it was a mass majority of new people that knew me, but they didn't know me and my story. So that's what led me to launching my book, The Unspoken Truth and Life Story, that you can see behind me. So that's what led me. I can show it here on camera. I got another one right here, but that's it. Unspoken
I
Truth.
need to copy that.
Yeah, absolutely. I got that. You know, I got my sentencing judge and everything on there. Like, so it's a lot of different things that that I was able to accomplish, but I had to live a little before I published that. I had to show people like that. This is how I transitioned. So then now, like I said, then I got like 3 other books just sitting here, just waiting for me to publish about the juvenile mind, incarcerated juvenile mind, reentry strategies, and different things that's going on. So that all led me up to, like I say, what I'm doing now. So I got my hands in different things. You know what I'm saying?
If I could cut you off for a second, right? Just for 1 second, because I just want to big you up real quick. With being an author, just like my partner Anthony Cologne, he's an author as well, you know, and I just want to big y'all up for that. You know what I mean? Being able to
yes, what's up?
Real quick before I don't want to get ahead of it. I just want to go back just a little bit before we look at the accomplishments and things that's going on now, right now that you into, because I don't want to miss that thought of learning the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gave a valuable lesson earlier with learning the hard way. You know what I mean? When you spoke about us growing up first and we not really bad like that. You know what I mean? We out in these streets and we make these decisions that we make, and we not fully developed either making these decisions, you know, but we think we grown. And that happens all too well. And then I remember you saying like a lot of people told you were smart, you know, so you're not trying to say you was better than anybody.